Hi, welcome to TGS Live. It's Thursday again, which means we're on LinkedIn and YouTube with a cup of tea for 10 minutes, just to give you, I've noticed this is a TGS colored mug, to give you some news about what's happening in the TGS network, to give you information. Maybe you're a business who's looking for an accountant, an auditor, professional legal services or IT, something for your business anywhere in the world. We can help you with that. Or maybe you are a professional services firm and you're looking for a network to join, and we could be that network for you. Maybe you're a member of TGS and you would like to hear about yourself, how active you've been and what's been happening in the network. So this is every Thursday on LinkedIn and on YouTube. Both of these places you can post questions, or you'll find links to the things that we talk about or links to our site. So as I say, TGS addresses to businesses. Maybe you're a business who needs help anywhere in the world, or maybe you are a professional service firms. Now, TGS gives meaning to the work that we do. TGS, think global sustainability. It's not just a collection of names, it's a collection of firms with a shared purpose and goals. We have a strong brand. TGS, it's the orange box with the TGS, but that brand has a meaning. It's registered and protected globally. It's a network of professional service firms. At the moment, there are 70 worldwide firms, whether they are audit, accounting, advisory, tax, legal services, multidisciplinary network. So a network with everything that understands, that you've got direct contact to other member firms, access to best practice, many opportunities to develop your business. And if you are a business, this is the place that could help you develop your business internationally. Also, staff development is a very, very important concept, and maybe what we're going to be focusing on today, because today we're talking about the launch of TGS U, which the calendar is up on the website for courses between now and May and beyond, I think. I mean, May in particularly, because that is the regional conferences, which hopefully will be back in person. Industry insights with all these people, all these members. We're connected pretty much everywhere: banks, institutions, industry, institutes of chartered accountants. If there's things happening in your sphere of influence, we know about it in TGS. Quality assurance. It's a network, TGS, not an association. Every member that we have goes through a very rigorous quality review program every year. Now, these quality reviews are in the process of happening, so if you're a member, you know what I'm talking about. But the whole of the business activities of TGS members is looked at. Whether that's financial reporting, whether that's investments, whether it's the view of the future, whether it's to do with sustainability and ethical behavior. And the members are then given a score, which they can benchmark against the other members, so that they can see where they stand. And they're also given a one-page plan and an advisory session or advisory sessions to talk about how recommendations from this kind of quality review audit about how they can improve their firm to bring them up to the next stage of quality. Great. This is the kind of service that if you're a business, you're going to be looking for that too. Maybe you need an audit, maybe you need some advisory to look to the future. TGS U, that's what I was going to talk about today, because the launch is now. So if you look at the TGS website and you go click to TGS U up in the top right hand corner, you'll find January listed, so you'll see the courses which are happening for January, February, March, April and May. So you can sign up there if you want to learn. That's the calendar for the planning, so you can see there's a lot happening in February. So January is the time when you should be looking to book your places. TGS U is split up into three areas. There's a lot of overlap between the areas, but we like to split it up into three places. So professional core competencies, if you're talking about things which are to do with the professions. So whether it's talking about the IFRS standards, auditing standards, tax information, data analytics, maybe talking about GDP if you're a lawyer. These are the sort of areas where your staff can be trained, skills brought up to industry standards. We also have training and webinars about corporate social responsibility. I think this week we've completed the communication on progress. As you know, you may not know, TGS is a signatory of the United Nations Global Compact, which means we have engagement to respect the Sustainable Development Goals. So if you want to learn about ESGs, how they can be important for your business, for the businesses you work with, maybe you are a business and you would like to find out more, financial reporting, ethical investing, benchmarking in ethical standards, equality, questions of governance. All these things we have training about, either from our own staff. Marcella, our head of corporate social responsibility, has some courses on the go every month. You can join in with that group. But also we have access to courses thanks to the United Nations Global Compact. So interestingly, you may have read the article, or maybe that's the article which comes out tomorrow. Anyway, Aviva, so in their annual report, massive 236 billion investment fund, say that now they're looking at the governance of firms. And if they feel, or if they have a report that the boards are not enough concerned about corporate social responsibility, they will take steps. They will remove the board. So if you're on a board or you're in some sort of leadership position, you want to know more about corporate social responsibility, because it is beyond the greenwashing of the past. It's an actual thing you have to know about. Business collaboration and communication. Now this is more my sort of side of things. So if you're in a business or you're a member of TGS, you want to develop your business. There are ways to do that. You have to learn about sales, you have to learn about development, you have to think about innovation, what is the best practice in your area, what about driving your key accounts to make sure they're happy and get more business and offer more value to them. Questions of leadership, thought leadership, how can you become an expert in your field, and then marketing, how can you tell the world how great you are and how much development you've made. This is all available on TGS U. And as I say these things, I just understand the value of TGS more and more. It's a phenomenal resource if you're a business or if you're a professional service firm. It's just enormous. For example, this week I've been working with firms in Peru, in Israel, in Indonesia, in Kuwait, gaining insight into best practices. In fact, we have our regional development group meetings that you can join in if you're a member, or you benefit from if you're in a business, where we talk about region by region. What are the axes of development in this particular region? What can we do? What are the best people doing? And how can we get inspired from that? These kind of things is beyond advisory, and it's just inestimable, the value, or you can estimate. I mean, if you had consulting and you wanted to know what was happening in the best way in your industry, you could do that. It's a lot of research, but in TGSU you have access to that. All it takes is participation in quite short meetings. We try to keep everything in TGSU to 30-minute sessions so that it doesn't take a lot out of your day and you can participate. If we have a recording, we'll put that recording in the TGSU file, so that's accessible only to members, so you can see what's happened and catch up and get the information there. Or at the very least, we'll post a summary about what happened in the event and add that in the TGS Hub, which is the private space for TGS members. So even if you're not there at the time, you can benefit from all the training events afterwards. And also, you don't have to be there. You could put one of your colleagues into the course, which we hope you do. So I'm going to disappear for a moment to show you this. The registrations are open for TGSU. Hop on to the TGS website, tgs-global.com TGSU. You'll see the TGSU tab in the top of the web page, and that's where you can look through what courses are coming up and which ones you would like to take part in, or which ones you would like your staff to take part in. Remember that the more people in your firm who are involved with TGS, the more benefit you will get from it. And you will see tomorrow there'll be a publication on the TGS website. I think you can click a link to subscribe to the MailChimp And if you do, we'll send you the link to the new article so that you don't forget it every week. Or you can follow this every week and you'll find the links to the articles from previous weeks. You will find also links how to follow us on LinkedIn, how to find our stuff on YouTube, our information. And we'd be delighted to have you. Remember, any questions you have, just post them in the box here, or post them in YouTube, or send them to me directly, Andrew Menzies at tgs-global.com, or follow me on LinkedIn, and you'll see our information regularly. I think we're also on Instagram, as I know we're also on Instagram, so you'll find our information there. And from time to time on Twitter, although it's not a preferred source. LinkedIn is where you'll find us. On the website is where you'll find us. In TGS Su is where you can come and talk to us. So take part in all events. And I just wish you a great Thursday, a good Friday, and a good weekend when it happens. Remember, think global sustainability.